we live our life according to our dogs, and we know our dogs shed, are muddy, they live their life, they have fun, we go on hikes. Like, white just isn't going to happen in this house. Welcome to Life Unleashed,
the podcast all about creating the best life for you and your furry best friend.
If you're a dog mom on the go, juggling life, work, and the endless joys of being a dog parent, then you're in the right place. I'm Dani.
And I'm Nick.
And together with the incredible dog mom community from Tails Up Pup, we're here to share advice, stories, and the obsession we have over the love for our dogs.
Get ready to laugh, learn, and lean on each other because life with your dog just got even more awesome.
Starting off with the most exciting announcement. Today is the day our fall early access goes live. It is 7 p.m. tonight. So if you are ready to get into the fall mood, shop our fall early access. It is always one of our most fun times of the year because we do different collections for different seasons or for different, festivities, but we never launch a collection early. And we started this probably 5 years ago, I feel like, and it had such a good response from everyone. So we've continued to bring back the early access specifically for fall. I feel like we've tried it for Christmas a few times, but sometimes Christmas time gets really busy. So we always make sure that we do it for fall. I hope that you guys are excited. There are a lot of new items, new bandanas, new embroidered items. The thing that I feel like has been the biggest struggle since the pandemic is suppliers for treats and toys.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like I don't know what happened.
Like there's not enough of them out there?
There's not enough new stuff. And what my prediction is, I don't know if this is based on any facts at all, but what I think happened was that a lot of businesses halted and now these suppliers were stuck with all of this stuff and they didn't know how to sell it. And so they were stuck with product for a long period of time. So I think that number one, they might still have, because they had to produce in bulk. So I think they might still have product from years later. And I also think they might be scared of producing too much now that they may have been screwed over before. They're afraid to invest in it again. I don't know. Those are just my predictions. I don't know why toy manufacturers wouldn't come up with new things. But it is definitely very, very hard to come, for me to find things to put in our collection that we haven't had before.
Yeah, that is really interesting. I don't really get to see that as much because I'm not the one searching for the toys and treats and that stuff. So it's interesting that you noticed that. I feel like with COVID and everything, there was this entire weird, crazy, in the pet world at least, this boom. And then there was kind of maybe some stagnation. And then now there's this consolidation from some of the stuff that you just said that's happening. And maybe that's kind of one of the things that we're seeing has been the result.
And a lot of the small batch dog treats, the people that I followed went out of business since, I feel like in the pandemic they thrived. And then when things started to get back more to normal, in 2023, a lot of them started to shut down and go back to a traditional job. So I don't know if it was because they were at home and they had more time to do it. I don't know the reasoning, but now there are way less dog treat brands than there were in 2020.
That's sad. I feel
sad.
Anytime somebody cannot be out there doing their own business, obviously we're big fans of that. But and two, selfishly, it's really nice when we have a lot of cool, cute options to choose from. And when there's less of them, that makes your life, our life harder. From
my perspective, as a small handmade business, I think it's probably hard to be profitable in the handmade treat business because a lot of them are affordable. I'm you guys need to charge more money for all the time they had to put in. It's basically cake decorating. They're custom decorating treats and they're doing all the cute things. The time that goes into it is so much. And people are only willing to spend so much on a dog treat because it is consumed and then it's gone. And so I think that might be hard to create a long lasting profitable business on.
And it's not with this stuff that we're talking about. It's not really a big scalable operation per se.
It's actually something that Nick has always wanted to do. He's had long, extensive meetings, not only with me, but with the whole Tails of Pup team years ago. He really wanted to open a dog bakery.
Yeah.
And I think that would have been so much fun. But at the end of the day, we only have so much time. And so we, the two of us, and even the team that we had of Tails Up Pup, did not have any more time to create handmade products, specifically things that had a short shelf life and had to be shipped and all the things that go into dog treat. It would have been so much. And so we would have had to totally change gears, and you'd have to have a baker and do all these things. And there's nothing around us that I know of that is a small bakery that you could go get your dog a birthday cake or something like that. So I definitely think that there is a market for it where we live, but I just don't think it is for us.
And we didn't have the expertise in like the baking side of stuff. So it's like we would have had to really hire that person. And I'm sure like that person's expensive to pay and all that. So it's always easier if you are the one with the expertise. We would have the business expertise, but we wouldn't have the baking expertise.
I think the idea actually came from the fact that we do subscription, and every single month I'm trying to find a new treat that fits the theme, and it can be very hard. And so Nick was like,
let's
why
do it
don't we
ourselves.
make our own? Yeah. And also the fact that our birthday items are our best selling items, but shipping a dog birthday cake and even shipping dog treats is very hard. Most of the time people are very understanding, like if a treat breaks in shipping, and like at the end of the day, the dog's going to eat it anyway. So does it matter? But if it's for like a photo op or something, I totally get it. But yeah, shipping would definitely be a headache with things like that as well.
Yeah, I mean, and there's only so much you can do. I mean, there's plenty of times we've had stuff like bubble wrapped on bubble wrapped, and like somehow like the mail gets dinged and then it's like, cracked. And that's all it takes.
It is sad. But I do have some of my favorite little dog bakeries and treat manufacturers, the small businesses. I try to support them the most with subscription because obviously we love to shop small. And then when you're buying a subscription box, you're not only supporting one small business, you're supporting more than one small business. So I love that, and I try to keep that in mind. The biggest feedback that we've gotten from our subscription is having a variety. And so like most of the small batch treats are smaller portions and like more decorative and cute, great for photo ops. And then the big batch treats are, your basic biscuits, and there could be a lot in a bag. And so the subscribers have told me that they like having a variety. So some days or some months they get a big box and sometimes, or like a big bag, and sometimes they get cute ones and it's not as many. And so we try to keep that in mind.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like anytime like you're talking about somebody that's getting a box every month, like they want to have variety is like the spice of life. They want to cool different things, and you don't even if it's really cool decorated treats, like after a certain amount of time it's like, well, maybe I need some more treats or whatever.
I'm thinking more about it, and I feel like profitability is that even a word?
Profitability?
Yeah. Okay. Is like the main thing, like that is a struggle for dog treats, because there really aren't even that many big box like dog treat brands. Like Bocce's had been bought out and like has become even bigger than it was. And Einstein Pets, I feel like those two do like big manufacturing, but there aren't many other ones. And
well, you have like those like giant ones that are like either owned by, like Chewy or PetSmart or like those types of places, like, that you see everywhere, like Milk-Bone.
Yeah,
and those
Milk-Bone,
things.
yeah.
Like, I feel like those are your like massive ones, and those are like, probably the cheapest, probably maybe not the most healthy, I don't know, but you think about those. They've been around for a long time.
If you ask like small businesses who own a dog store, not like us where we do like handmade and like specialty products, but your mom and pop shop in your local town, probably the best things for them to sell is dog food, not specifically treats, but dog food, because people have to come back time and time again and have to keep repurchasing that. And so like when we had our store, we looked into that, but it is very hard because everyone is very particular about their dog food, and even the protein that goes in it, the fillings that go in it, all the things. And so for us, it was like, how do you like choose which one and all those things? So we never got into it, but it is very interesting to think about.
Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, just start to look at most of those mom and pop shops that you walk into. Not every single one, but most of them, you're going to see lots of food in there, lots of dog food. That's got to be one of their like top selling items. I guess because it's recurring.
Today in our podcast, we are going to be doing Would You Rather. So I have a Would You Rather for you, Nick.
Oh, let's go.
Would you rather, if nothing in your life has been what it is, you were like starting from scratch.
I'm a newborn baby.
You're a newborn baby. Would you rather have a dog bakery or a dog bandana business?
Ooh. Probably bakery.
Really?
Maybe.
But you see, that's the thing about saying like if you were like at zero, because you have in your mind what you've already done. And so like, of course, you're going to pick something new.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I know. I think the bandanas is better, honestly.
Okay, my initial thought when I was asking you for my own answer is bakery as well, just because I think that it would be new and different. But at the end of the day, like, and I think it's like so fun to do the specialty like birthday things or like gender reveals or anything like that would be so much fun to like constantly be seeing like those things.
Yeah.
But we already see that in our business now. But I feel like the hours would be like so bad. You're like right now we can like mostly create our schedule to when we want. And in a bakery, you have to wake up super early. I don't know if dog bakeries are like that or not.
Yeah, I don't know.
Usually you wake up early, you have long days. It's like so much physical work. You're on your feet all day. And like, I know you are too, but I just feel like it is different.
Yeah, and like that stuff spoils pretty fast. So it's like if you make a mistake or anything like that, like with the bandanas, like if we buy too much fabric, like we could use it next year.
If you drop the cake, you got to start over.
Yeah.
If you drop a bandana, you can pick it right up.
That's wise words.
All right, let's get into the game. So these are would you rathers from ChatGPT because I came up with the podcast topic idea today, but I wanted Nick to ask me because I felt like I'm more fun than him. No, I'm just kidding. I just thought it would be more fun if you asked me this time because I feel like a lot of times I'm asking you. So we don't know what we're getting into here.
Okay, Dani. So I have the would you rather questions that I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
Would you rather step and pee barefoot every morning or have a dog bark at 2 a.m. every single night?
Those both suck. But definitely I feel like I would choose the pee.
The pee?
Yeah, I don't want to be woken up every night in the middle of the night by a dog barking.
Well, how long does the dog bark? That's a good question. Like, it just barks at 2 a.m.
Enough to wake you up.
You always get woken up?
Now, if it was my dog, then I would train it to not do that. But if it's like a neighbor dog, I feel like that would be really irritable.
But if it's like 2 a.m., for 5 minutes, it's kind of like the train that goes by, at our old house. Maybe you start to get used to it.
No,
like,
I don't think I would get used to it.
Yeah, I mean, but pee barefoot
So you're picking
every
bark?
morning? Maybe. I mean, that's probably when I'd get up to go pee myself, just get
You're
up,
like,
go
well,
pee.
I'm up, so let me go to the bathroom.
Yeah, and then right back to bed. I can go back to bed pretty easily. So I suppose if you couldn't do that, that'd be. Okay. Would you rather have your dog photobomb every picture or have them sneeze on your face daily?
Obviously, photobomb. Like, I want them to photobomb.
No, but they're not going to be photobombing in a cute way. They're going to be like,
it doesn't say that.
like booty scratching or something crazy.
Still, I would choose that. Sneezing in my face, like, no.
Yeah, Holly tends to do that a lot.
Yeah.
She really does.
I will always take a good photobomb.
Okay. Would you rather only walk your dog in a full-on matching outfit every day or narrate their every move like a sports commentator at the park?
So am I matching my dog?
Yes. You're having to, every time you, do anything with your dog. Well, I mean, it says walk. But
I already narrate their whole day, so that.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because, think about having to, always coordinate with them. That's a lot of work.
That's a lot of work and a whole wardrobe for both of us. And so while I think that would be cute and very nice and we could maybe become famous influencers for our coordinating outfits, I feel like I would not choose that one.
This one's sad. Would you rather lose your dog's favorite toy forever or you lose your favorite pair of leggings by them getting chewed up by your dog?
Sorry, dogs. You're losing your favorite toy.
No, but they love it.
Like the rumpus. Gracie would be so sad without the rumpus.
But I was going to say you could replace your leggings. You could probably replace their toy.
Yeah, but their toys are a lot cheaper, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, but what if you couldn't replace the toy?
And I feel like
what if they never got the rumpus back?
Okay, here you go. I feel like they love their toys, but if you gave them a good new one, they'd move on.
No, they have their clear favorites.
Yeah, they do. It's so interesting.
Yeah, so does Callan.
I was going to say this when we were talking about the toys and treats in the beginning too, that for me, because I was saying it's hard to come up with new toys for every collection. For me, my dogs destroy toys. And so I wouldn't care if I've already seen that pumpkin spice toy. If I still think it's cute, I'm going to buy it because my dog tore that up 2 years ago. But I found that a lot of people's dogs don't tear up their toys. They keep them nice. They play with them, but they don't tear them up. And so if they have a favorite toy and they don't tear them up, they could have had that toy for a long time.
I think Gracie might be like that. If we didn't have Holly, I think Gracie might be one of those dogs that
I do.
Eventually would get beat up, but I think it would last a long time. I don't think she'd tear them up.
Yeah. Holly always just destroys them and pulls the stuffing out because she wants the squeaker. But that's why the rumpus has been a lifetime
toy
love in this family. Yeah. Gracie loves the rumpus. Holly likes it. Okay. But Holly will definitely choose a plush toy over anything solid like that. They also love their better bones.
She loves a ball.
Yeah, she does love a ball. He's like whispering. So
I don't want her to come in here.
She definitely knows that word. But yeah, the better bones are also something great that we had found that we sold for a while. I think we still sell them. And so it just is like a bone that they always go to and chew as well. And Callan also loves that one now.
Callan does seem to love the dog toys more than his own toys. And it's like we try our best to keep him out of his mouth, but he always be finding some of those things.
I think he loves what other people love. And so he sees the dogs playing with them. And so he thinks he would also like them.
That's true to an extent because like if you want to like kind of trick Callan, all you got to do is go sit on the ground and play with one of his toys, like, you know, not like with him, like pretend you're playing with it, and he will always come over to you and be like, what are you playing with? And like he wants that one now because you were playing with it. Okay, this next one is actually very close to home. Would you rather be followed around by your dog everywhere or never be allowed to cuddle them again?
Followed around.
Yeah, I definitely that one because like you gotta cuddle them, but at the same time, like Holly is that dog. She literally follows us around all the time, and sometimes it gets very annoying. Mainly because she sticks so close to you. It's like if you're trying to do something, like she's trying to trip you all the time.
Yeah, like if you're like going in a direction and pivoting and then going the other direction, like she is under your feet.
Yeah, she always does that, and it's like I'm always like, Holly, I don't want to try to trip over you and kill us both, but like you gotta move.
Yeah.
That happens too often.
But still, I like mostly love when they follow us because I think it's super cute.
Okay. Would you rather give up Target for a year or let your dog sleep on your clean white bedding right after they came from outside getting in the mud?
The first one was give up Target?
Yeah.
Okay. Apparently, there's like controversy around Target right now, and I don't know what it is. So that is not in this decision making, but I would give up Target because I don't really go there that much.
That's what I was gonna say. Like we don't go to Target that often. I mean, I could replace it. Give up like one of your favorite stores for a year.
Yeah, I understand people's obsession with Target because it's fun to get out of the house and they have cute things. But personally, like I'm not going somewhere to walk around and not to buy something. Like I'm not going somewhere without a purpose.
I would not give up Barnes and Noble. I would choose like my white bedding getting mud stained.
But Nick and I also would not.
I think I could watch it and it'd get out.
We would not buy white bedding. Like we want a new couch. We are not buying a white couch. Like
I would love to, but not with our life.
We live our life according to our dogs, and we know our dogs shed, are muddy. They live their life. They have fun. We go on hikes. Like white just isn't going to happen in this house.
Holly is currently laying on our couch over there in the living room, and yeah, you know, she's got black fur, and it just even if she wasn't muddy, it wouldn't work out. Like there would be black hair everywhere.
On my Facebook, I think it was like yesterday or the day before, it was my memories from 7 years ago, because this month, 7 years ago, is when we brought Holly home. And so it was like Nick and Holly on the couch. Holly was a puppy. We made it 1 week without the dogs allowed on the couch. And then Nick gave in. He was the one who was like, the dogs are not allowed on the couch. And I was like, good luck with that. And he did not win that one.
They did end up, you know, our couch is significantly beat up because of that decision, but I still stand with it. It was a good thing to let them on there.
The couch is actually more beat up underneath because if Holly's toy rolls under it, she will tear up the couch to get to it.
Yeah.
And so I would say them being allowed on the couch wasn't the problem. Her allowed to have toys in the house that rolled under there was the problem.
It is annoying too. Like what I didn't want is, and this is the case, if you sit down on our couch now and like you have pretty much any type of clothing on, you need to lint roll yourself before you leave the house.
I think that would be a problem if they weren't allowed on it. There's enough hair in the air that would fall on the couch. You would, like, no matter where you go. Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Would you rather walk your dog in the pouring rain without an umbrella, or would you rather have to give them a full bath and blow dry every single week?
Probably the bath and blow dry.
What?
How often are we having to walk them in the rain?
No. You just get caught in the pouring rain without your like.
One time?
Yeah.
Oh, that's happened.
That has happened.
Yeah, we'll choose that.
That almost happened the other day, but Danielle had a like very good sixth sense, and she got us back home before the rainstorm.
By looking at the clouds and saying it's really black, we better go home. No, but the major thing in that question is the blow dry. Our dogs are terrified of the blow dryer, so we don't really ever use it. So if I had to use that, I feel like I would feel more bad that they were scared than like having to do that.
Oh, this is a hard one for you, Danny. Would you rather never post your dog on social media again or have to give up Amazon Prime for 6 months?
I feel like I'm going back to like the Target thing. I would give up Amazon Prime because I literally post my dogs every single day and I could live without Amazon.
You say that, but you have me order everything from Prime. So,
but
like,
I'm not the I am the person who like am having like 2 deodorants, like 2 shampoos. So when one runs out, then I have the next one. Like I'm not always on the last, like, oh my gosh, I need this today.
Yes, you are with the business stuff sometimes.
Yeah. But overall, I'm pretty good at like making a list and like knowing Nicholas. He's rolling his eyes at me. I can make a list and go to the store.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean.
But it is very inconvenient to go to the store now.
Not posting our dogs on social media, like that can't happen.
That's actually my job. So yeah. I'm definitely not choosing that. So
yeah, it's really, would you rather give up your job or Amazon Prime? Okay, would you rather go back in time and relive the day that you brought your dog home, either Holly or Gracie, for this one it could be, or skip ahead and meet your future dog 10 years from now?
I would probably skip ahead and meet the dog because I have pictures and videos of when we got them, so I can kind of relive it already.
No way. No, I'm going back in time to that day that we're meeting them for the first time, getting to see Holly as a little puppy, Gracie as a little puppy.
Nick
I'm reliving that day.
Did not go with me to pick up Gracie, so he was not there for that moment because we already had Holly. So
yeah, I had to stay home and take care of our child that we was not potty trained and we did not want to put in the car.
Yes, and
while I was doing my fatherly duties.
When we got both of them, it was like such a special moment. But when we went to I went with Nick's mom to go get Gracie. So they had like a playpen that all of the Goldens were in. And I entered the room and Gracie ran up and she like acted like she knew I was her mom. And so it was so special. I'm like, of all the puppies, she was the only one who cared about me. And so I feel like we were meant to be.
And you had already like selected. You already knew that was yours?
Yes.
That was Gracie.
Yeah.
You knew.
Yeah. So she was mine. It wasn't
the purple bow.
It wasn't the fact that she did that and then I was like, okay, you're mine. Like we had already known for the whole time that the puppy raiser was raising her, that the purple one was ours. And so she was already ours and she knew it.
Okay. Would you rather have to speak to your dog in a baby voice forever or never be able to speak to them again?
Speak to them in a baby voice.
That could get annoying. But I feel like most of the time, you're like, Gracie.
You're like, you already do that.
Yeah, you already do that.
If I couldn't ever speak to them again, like, what? I literally would not physically be capable.
Ooh, this is a good one. Would you rather have your dog talk back to you, like with a severe attitude, or have them be able to fully understand everything you say but cannot respond to you?
That is how we live. They definitely understand and do not respond.
No, fully understand, or like, yeah, they understand, but like they're responding to you in like really bad attitude.
I kind of like that they can't respond.
Yeah, I think I'd like them to fully be able to understand.
Yeah.
That sounds better, right?
They do.
No.
Yeah, they do.
So they're just defiant teenagers most of the time because they don't listen half the time. They don't.
Yeah.
Okay. This is would you rather be able to take your dog on every vacation you go on?
Yes.
Or would you rather them guaranteed live an extra 5 healthy years?
I think I'll choose the vacation one because they will live 5 extra years because they've lived such a glorious life.
No, but they'd get 5 additional years on that.
Yeah. Yeah, they will.
I'm picking the vacation because it's not about necessarily the length of life per se.
It's more about the quality of life.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And the memories you make along the way.
You sound like a postcard.
Yeah. I'm advertising. Everyone choose that one for your Would You Rather.
Okay, those are all the Would You Rathers that I have for you. But, yeah, this is a fun game.
Oh, I know what I wanted to ask before we wrap it up. Can we have a 30-second update on your book that you've been writing?
Well, I took a break, probably 6-week break. I was just getting like very burned out, and I actually wasn't getting that burned out from the writing. I was getting burned out from like trying to write and like make a lot of book related content and things like that with all the other like responsibilities of like running Tails Up Pup with you and all of those things. So I was like, I think I need a little bit of time. So I took like 6 weeks off, and now like I'm getting back into it. I guess this is like week 2 or so of me like getting up in the mornings and writing. So I'm getting back to it. I'm, like I said, I don't know if you remember, but I'm starting fresh, writing like a brand new first draft. Now the outline is still very similar, but I'm going through and rewriting again, and I'm very glad that I am, because like I've already compared like my prologue with the first one versus the second one. It's like it's way better this time around, and I think that like there's no way, when some people may be this way, but for me, there's no way, I've never written anything before that the very first time I wrote something would be like salvageable. Like it was like mostly not good. And so I'm not saying the one I'm doing now is good, but it's better than the other one. So it was good to sit down and like, used all the stuff that I learned in that first, really messy first draft, and like the class that I took, and now kind of going through and starting over. So that's kind of where I am right now.
So you feel like taking the time off, you've been rejuvenated, coming back with a new headspace.
Yes, but I'm kind of doing it a little bit differently. I haven't been making hardly any like book related content right now.
Yeah.
Just because like it's too much to try to basically, like that was consuming like almost all of my like free time and a lot of creative energy. And so it's like, then I didn't feel like I had the energy to write. And it's like, particularly where I am right now, the most important thing is to actually write the dang thing.
True that.
So that's why, I think I'll start to get back. I'm still reading a lot, but it's, I'll probably get back to posting some of the book stuff, but just maybe not as much.
I think that's a good plan. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. And don't forget about our fall early access launching tonight at 7 p.m. Be there or be square. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.